day M.O.P. Warm greetings from the Student Ministry of Health and Hygiene, M.O.P. SANSAD 2025-26. Welcome back to part 2 of our session under the In Sync campaign on menstrual and mental health. During our last session, we gained valuable information from our guest, Ms. Jothy Manoj, a certified yoga therapist and wellness instructor. In this segment, we will continue our conversation with a focus on deeper insights and practical perspectives guided by our distinguished expert. For someone new to yoga, how often or for how long would you suggest that they practice to see the benefits for both their mental and menstrual health and cycle, and how should they begin, ma'am?
Okay, for someone who's new to yoga, who hasn't done yoga at all,
Yes, ma'am.
I would just say start. Doesn't matter how, but just start. And once you start, see, it depends on your time, it depends on how much priority you give. Don't think about anything. Don't think about becoming a perfect, perfect in these postures or pranayamas. Just give it a start. That itself is the first step. You have crossed 50% of it. That mental block is off. So once you start, then make sure that you follow a routine. Yoga is about discipline. See, there are Ashtanga yoga has 8 limbs. One of them is the first thing is yama, niyama and all those things, which is like you need to first discipline your mind. So discipline comes with habits. So you need to make it a habit that you practice it every day, at least 5 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, doesn't matter, it's your timing. When you start and you start feeling the benefits of it, then you will know, you will feel like spending more and more time doing it. See, practice of yoga for a beginner, don't do it just because someone is forcing you to do. So with force, nothing works. Now, you taste honey. Supposing I tell you honey tastes sweet, will you be able to understand what that sweet means?
No.
No, that sweet has many different versions of it.
Yes.
So you need to taste it for you to realize what that taste actually means. So unless you practice yoga, unless you start feeling the benefits of it, you will not know that. So once you get into the practice of yoga, see, you can either, nowadays there are so many YouTube channels which have yoga sessions. You can go and learn from any guru. That's up to you. Beginning, it's up to you. But once you start practicing different yoga postures, make sure that you do it right. It should be in the right way, because yoga is not just physical activity like how you do aerobics or anything. You need to do it with proper breathing techniques, because that is what helps you more. If the breathing is wrong, you will end up doing more harm to yourself than good. So proper breathing is important, and always start with some warm-up when you do. Warm-up exercises are a must, and then asanas. Then do a pranayama for some time and end with meditation. In between, Shavasana, you must have heard of Shavasana.
Oh, that's my favorite asana.
Everyone's favorite asana, and that's what does wonders. You don't know.
Okay.
Even if you're not doing anything, Shavasana is not just sleeping. Okay? Shavasana is lying down in a relaxed posture and being aware of each and every part of your body.
Okay.
You're relaxing your body. So, see, relaxing, rejuvenating, usually when you sleep at night, if you get a good sleep, you feel very active because all your cells are energized. And one good thing about yoga, which I would like to say, see, when you do the other exercises, you feel a little tired.
Yes,
but when you do yoga, you feel more energetic.
That's true.
I've seen many of them. Initially, see, for beginners, first 2-3 days might be a difficult task if they've not done any physical activity. But once you've been, once you get into the practice of doing yoga, the minute you finish yoga, you feel a lot energetic. So if you skip yoga for a day, you'll feel lethargic. That will be your mindset. So I would say for beginners, please start. That's the first thing. Once you start, please make it a habit to follow it every day. Doesn't matter what time. And do not compare or compete yourself with others by thinking, okay, they are able to do a bend better than me. There's no comparison. You have to respect your body. Restrict yourself. Each one's body is in a different way. Composition is different. Some of them, see, even if they are fat, they might be able to do some inversions much better.
True.
If you're slim, you might not even be able to bend. So it's your body structure which matters. So compare yourself only with you. Don't compare yourself with others. Respect your body. That's the first thing about yoga. So if you feel you cannot do it anything more than this, just stop.
Okay.
But keep improvising on it every day.
Yes, ma'am. Definitely. How do you advise students to modify their practice during the menstrual cycle, especially to alleviate the symptoms like cramps or bloating? And are there any specific poses or practices that you consistently recommend?
Okay, again back to the menstrual cycle.
Menstrual cycle.
Yeah. So as I told you earlier, menstrual cycle is a period where your body is rejuvenating. You need a lot of time for yourself. It's a time when you rest. So I would say, if possible, a week before you start your periods, if you can do some hip opening exercises. There are certain exercises like the butterfly pose, but the konasana, and you keep a cushion and then lie on your back where you open up your hip. Supta Baddha Konasana, all these are help. Viparita Karni, you lie on your back and just raise your legs against the wall.
Okay.
So all these help a lot in reducing the, your pain or the
Pain,
cramps.
okay.
Basically, pain happens because either your muscles are too tight, where it's not able to release the energy, the Apanavayu does not have space to go, or your fibroid lining is a little thicker, endometriosis. There can be many reasons for that, but general, around 80% of them, it's only because your muscles are a little tight because you've not been exercising.
Okay.
So to alleviate the pain, you can do certain simple asanas like this, Baddha Konasana, all those things. So that will definitely help. And pranayama.
Okay.
Just do deep breathing, relax yourself and be in a state of meditation where you focus in, bring your focus to that part of your body, your navel area, and just imagine the flow happening, in a very relaxed manner.
Okay.
So, see, yoga is to do not only with asanas, pranayama, it's also about the different aspects which you see, the chakras, Reiki, everything is about, within yoga. So, when you do that yoga, you will get a complete sense of all the other different small aspects which is used as a healing technique these days. So, you can heal yourself, you can do, miraculous things using this. So, even your periods can be a little more relaxed, you can feel a lot of relaxing when you do these things. So, certain things which I would advise you not to do during the periods is, don't do any strenuous exercises because it will interfere with the downward flow, and nothing where you have inversion, like your legs up, like the Shirasasana
Or
or
headstands
and all those things. So, you should avoid those things because the flow is in the downward direction. So, they say that it might interfere with the downward flow of energy which happens during your periods.
Okay. Ma'am, in the perspective of naturopathy, how does diet and lifestyle actually help with managing the menstrual pain, ma'am?
So, that is one very important question which needs to be addressed for the youngsters of these days. Not just youngsters, I'm sure everyone is following a lifestyle which is become a normal in today's times. So, diet, you would have seen, your grandmother or your great grandmother who must be in her 80s, 70s, 60s. If you consider her lifestyle and the lifestyle that we people are living and the health condition of theirs, we are almost patients when you compare, compared to them. They are much more healthy.
Yes, ma'am.
They are still active. But for us, any small trigger is enough for us to fall sick. Any cold, fever, everything is prevalent. You see every other person falling sick. The number of hospitals, clinics have increased. So this is all because of our lifestyle and the dietary changes. People used to have only fresh food, freshly cooked food those days, which is the most important thing. You need to have warm food, freshly cooked. They say avoid all the white things which is commonly said these days, like rice, sugar, salt and all those things. See, people were having rice, sugar those days, but what is the difference? The quality that you get these days is not good enough. That's the only cause for it. Those days, rice, it was not the polished rice. They were having rice with, had the coating on it, which is really good for you. But these days, we look at everything from the external point of view. You want everything to look good, white, fresh, big. But those are not the things which actually have the nutrient content. Organic vegetables, all these are not available these days. So, diet has a very important role. But, since we cannot procure, what you get is what you can eat. So, from that, try and pick and choose the best ones. Try not to go in for adulterated food or food which contains preservatives, which is cooked and kept in the fridge for a long time. Have fresh food. Include more of salads in your diet, green vegetables, fruits, because those are the ones which give you micronutrients. You need more minerals in your body. Carbohydrates and proteins, obviously you will get from the different kind of food that you're eating, but minerals which helps you, the protective food, that's what keeps you healthy and active. That is missing these days. You ask how many children or how many of them have vegetables and fruits. Your diet should contain at least 50% of those things, at least 50% of that, and the rest should be the the rice or whatever you
Cereals,
consume. Yes, cereals that you consume. And the other cereals like ragi, bajra, include all those things in your day-to-day eating habits. And drink a lot of water. Hydrating yourself is very, very, very important. So that's something which we don't do. We drink water only when we are thirsty. But no matter what, make it a habit to keep sipping water every other time. Your body asks for it only when it is deprived of it. But you need to continue giving it even without asking. So keep hydrating your system. Hydrating is very important. And eat at the right time. So follow a routine. Try not to have anything beyond a certain time. 6 o'clock is what they say, but that's impossible. At least 8 o'clock, a cutoff. After 8, try not to have your food because your body needs time for digestion. So at night, see, your stomach consists of the acids, which as per yoga, they say the digestive fire. That fire element is active only during the daytime. So as it approaches evening and night, the fire element becomes less. So the digestion also decreases. That is why you end up with indigestion. So whatever is not digested remains inside your system. Everything is not eliminated. Some of them get stuck in your colon, or it is absorbed in different parts of your body. So these are the reasons why you fall sick and you're not active or energetic. So if you follow a lifestyle which is according to the yogic principles, I'm sure you will be healthy and stay healthy for a longer time. And also wake up in the morning. You should get some sunlight for yourself. These are the most important things. But nowadays what happens is we end up sitting with our phone. So the night goes off scrolling through reels and we sleep late. So the general thing what people think is, especially youngsters, I am getting 8 hours of sleep, so that's more than enough for me. But that sleep 8 hours, it is not distributed anytime during the day. Sleep should be between maybe 10:30 to early morning 5:36. Okay, 5:36 is what I'm saying, a relaxed time, because usually it should be before that, but at least 5:36, and after that your day starts. So try not to keep any gadgets with you at night. Avoid phones if possible. I understand it's not possible, but try and make it a habit that you go to sleep early, cut off from the all the gadgets which are there. Try and spend some family time with you. Do some meditation, pranayama before going to sleep. So that will give you a better sleep at night, and you wake up fresh. So you've heard of people saying that I woke up fresh early in the morning, and that is what goes as a cycle. So when you wake up fresh, your whole day goes better. At night you sleep again more refreshed because you're content with the whole day's progress.
Yes, ma'am.
So the next day again. So it's a cycle.
It's a cycle.
So somewhere you have to give it a start. The question that you were asking about the menstrual cycle for women, I think there's one very good remedy which you can follow if possible. Take some fenugreek seeds and fennel seeds. Okay, make a decoction of it. Take 2 glasses of water and you boil it, reduce it to 1 glass, and you have it, in sips whenever you feel like. It will be a little bitter, but it does wonders. It will help you in relieving the cramps in your stomach. My earnest request would be for all the students, if they can start practicing yoga, doesn't matter when, where, or have it as a routine in your college. When you have your morning assembly, you can have maybe 10 minutes dedicated to that, so that all of them, at least movement is very important. That's the most important thing. Yeah, some kind of movement every day. Maybe 10 minutes, you can do 2-3 postures each day and have it as a routine. Then once you start seeing the benefits, I'm sure you will continue it for a long time. So yoga, as you said, is not just an exercise. It is the way you live. The way you live life throughout is what yoga is all about.
Thank you so much, Jothy ma'am. It was an absolute honor to have you with us today for the interview. We will now be proceeding to the demonstration of a few of the yoga poses recommended. Ma'am, if there are any restrictions health-wise, please let us know.
Sure, we'll do that. Now we'll go to the lying down postures. Okay, first lie on your stomach. Hands by the side of your chest. Okay, forehead down. Keep your feet together if you can, or if your feet are slightly apart, it doesn't matter. Slowly breathe in, lift up. Lift up. Do not bring your shoulders together, because beginners tend to do this. Don't bring your shoulders up. Shoulders relaxed and down, so you can feel it in your lower back. You should feel it more in your lower back here. So look up. If you can keep your feet together, that's good, or it can be apart. Hold for a count. Continue breathing. You should continue breathing in this posture. Now breathe in, breathe out and come down. Let's do one more repetition. Breathe in. Feel relaxed, no tension. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out and come down. Okay, let's do a Dhanurasana. This is also very good for the reproductive organs. Hold both your legs if you can. If you think you have a difficulty in holding this, just do one by one. The ones who have difficulty in doing this, hold one leg at a time and try raising it up. So the technique to doing it is push your leg back and try and lift it up. Don't try lifting your leg by keeping it towards you. Push your leg back, point your toe, lift it up. Point your toe, lift it up. Yes. I think I will help you do it. Bend. Can you hold both your knees? Okay. Point your toe, point it up. Push your leg back. Yes. That's it. Look straight. Bring it down. Once again. Hold it tight. Point your toe. Push it up. Very good. Yes. So this is called Dhanurasana. Now can you lie on your back? Okay, we'll do the Apanasana. So Apanasana is also very good for your, menstrual flow to be normal. So bring one leg towards, one leg, yeah. Point your toe. Point your toe. Bring it closer to your chest and hold it tight. Breathe in, breathe out. Take it back. The same thing to the other leg. So whenever you do something where you feel your stomach is getting contracted, you need to breathe out. When you're expanding your chest, you need to breathe in. Bring it closer. Take it back. Now bring both your feet together. Good. Relax your shoulder. Yeah. Point your toe. Take it back. Now you can do one leg lift at a time. One leg up. Bring it down. The other leg up. Bring it down. If you can lift both your legs together, you can try that. Some of you all might need support in holding your back. In that case, it's okay to hold your back and give it support here. If it's difficult, you can use the wall support and practice this. Bring it back. Okay, now let's do a bridge pose. Fold your legs, put your hands down and lift your waist. Yes, lift it up. Bring it down. Once again, lift it up and down. Once again, lift it up and down. Excellent, very good. Now can you lie down, stretch your legs. So once you finish these asanas, make sure that you get some rest. This is a Shavasana. So just lie down with your palm facing up. Okay, let's do a stretch before that. Can you put your hands up? Stretch both sides as if someone is pulling you from both sides. Stretch, point your toes, relax. Once again, stretch, relax. One more time, stretch. Excellent, relax. Now bring your hands to the side, palm facing up. Close your eyes. Make sure that you relax your whole body from your head to your toe. Okay, don't hold any tension because you have done some exercises today. So your whole body, your muscles must be stressed or tensed. You're relaxing your body. So relax your whole body from your head to your toe. Bring in your focus only to your breathing. Slow, deep breathing in and out. Once more. One pointer which I would like to inform is the breathing technique which most of us follow. When you breathe in, hold your stomach and check whether when you breathe in, whether your stomach is being pushed out. This is an important thing which you need to remember when you do pranayama, because when we breathe in, we always tend to hold our stomach in. That's not the right way of breathing. When you breathe in, your stomach goes out. When you breathe out, your stomach goes in. Once again, breathe in, breathe out. So the best way to practice that is when you're lying down, because you can feel your stomach much better in that posture. So can you keep your hand on your stomach? Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So you don't have to do it so strenuous. She's doing it so that you're able to watch the movement. So just do it in a relaxed manner. So once you lie down in Shavasana for at least 2-3 minutes, and when you feel rejuvenated, you can get up. Please get up to turn to one side, sit, and we will do 2 basic pranayamas. First, sit straight with your spine erect. Okay, relax your shoulder. Close your right nostril. Breathe in through your left. Close your left. Breathe out through your right. Now breathe in through your right. Breathe out through your left. This is one cycle. Continue it once again. Breathe in through your left. Breathe out through your right. Breathe in through your right. Breathe out through your left. Once more. Breathe in through your left. Breathe out through your right. Breathe in through your right. Breathe out through your left. So beginners, it's okay even if you're moving your shoulder, but you should try and see that your shoulder does not move as you breathe in, breathe out. Don't strain yourself. That movement is not required. All you need is breathe in and breathe out using your lungs and your nose. Slow breathing, that you're focusing only on your breath. So this is called Nadi Shodhana. Now let's do the Brahmari. Okay, there's one more thing called breath retention, which is called Kumbhaka. Retention is actually a very useful technique which will help you increase your lung capacity. So if you are able to hold your breath, start with initial counts of maybe 2 seconds or 2 counts for holding, and then you can do it. And whenever you do your breathing technique, remember your inhalation and your exhalation should be for a longer duration. Okay, let's first practice that. Breathe in for a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Breathe out for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if 6 is quite difficult, you can start with 2. So breathe in for a count of 2. Can you start? 1, 2. Breathe out for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, breathe in. 1, 2. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe in. 1, 2. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. So this is very good if you practice, which will help you in combating the stress which is there around you. Regular practice of this will help you a lot, and it will also help you in gaining further depth into the pranayama, different levels of it. Now we go into the Brahmari pranayama. Brahmari is basically the humming bee sound. So just sit straight with your back straight, close your ears and make a buzzing sound like how the sound of the bees. Take a deep breath in. So the longer you are able to do that sound, the better. And close your ears and listen to that vibration of that sound which is happening. This is said to increase the gamma radiations or gamma vibrations which is there, responsible for keeping you happy and fresh the whole day. It also reduces your stress and anxiety levels. So try this whenever you have depression, anxiety, fear, etc. Now let's do one Shitali or cooling breathing. Okay, during summers especially, it's very beneficial, or when you feel there's a lot of heat in your body, when you have anger, just try this. If you're able to roll your tongue, roll it and you can take a breath in. People who are not able to roll their tongue, I'll show you a variation. So let's start with this. Roll your tongue, take a deep breath in. Close your mouth and breathe out. Once again. So there are some who cannot roll their tongue. For them, the variation is called Sheetkari, where you take in air through the sides of your chin here. Close your mouth and breathe out. Once again. So in both cases, you're taking in cool air into your system and then you're breathing out. This will definitely cool your system. Now, once you finish all this, you end up with meditation, which is Om chanting. So Om chanting is said to have, we didn't discuss about Om chanting earlier, but Om chanting also has its benefits during your periods, even when you are having your lows and highs, when you are depressed, during anxiety. Please do Om chanting. It's extremely beneficial for you. So Om chanting has 3 syllables, A, O and M. A is supposed to be for the lower stomach, your stomach, this part. O is for the chest and M is for the upper body. We will start with just Om. We won't dissect into different chants. Just chant Om, that's fine. So take a deep breath in. Repeat it once again. Breathe in. So please repeat this 5 times, 10 times. Feel the vibration happening within you and you will feel magical results in a few days of practice. So practice this. If you are able to continue these practices over a period of time, you will see that you will start loving yoga and you will start seeing tremendous changes in your life. So let's start. Let's stop with a prayer. Asato ma sadgamaya tamaso ma jyotirgamaya mrityo ma amritam gamaya. Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Rub your palm. Keep it over your eyes. Rub your face and your whole body. And thank you to everything around. Have a good day.
Thank you, Jyothy ma'am. It was an absolute honor to have you with us for today's interview. Your experience and insights on yoga, wellness, and its impact on menstrual and mental health were truly valuable. I'm sure that the student community will be benefited from the information gained. We are grateful for the time you took to share your expertise and experiences with our audience. Thank you once again for joining us and making this session so impactful.
Thank you so much. Thank you to all of you.
That concludes part 2 of our session with Ms. Jothy Manoj. This session was brought to you by the Student Ministry of Health and Hygiene, M.O.P. SANSAD 2025-26. In the next session, we will meet you with yet another expert to shed light on the various aspects of menstrual and mental health. Thank you.